This is Bob here, and honestly, I gotta say, I'm glad to be back on Comics Cons and Beyond. And we're gonna hit the ground running today, so we're gonna start off with E3. Gotta say, Square Enix is bringing a lot of heavy stuff this year. Hopefully, we'll see a release for that Final Fantasy VII remake that everybody's been waiting for. But also, for those comic book fans out there as well, they do have a game coming out for Avengers. We'll see what details they have for that. We really have kind of seen just a couple little sneak peeks. Also this week, it looks like they finally came out with a release date for Death Stranding. For those of you who have been waiting several years for a release date for this as well. It's super exciting and a heavy-hitting cast. Game made by Hideo Kojima. Norman Reedus is the main character, and what may potentially be a villain, Mads Mikkelsen. It looks like the game kind of takes place in a somewhat post-apocalyptic environment. Looks like humanity is trying to recover from some sort of event that has transpired. It looks like there's also these wraiths that may affect the actual gameplay, may go into another universe, but this is definitely one to keep an eye out for those of you who haven't been keeping your eyes or ears to the ground more specifically. Alright fans, and to continue with that horror genre, we've got a game coming out at the end of this month on the 27th. It's The Sinking City. It's done by Frogwares in development. It's basically, as you guessed it, taking place in a sinking city, heavily referenced an H.P. Lovecraft kind of environment. The detective is going to go around, kind of solve these mysteries, and hopefully we will eventually get to see some references to Cthulhu. Alright, and to lighten the mood, we're going to close this arcade box out with a game that's very close to me and just recently had a release. It's Persona, as you can see here and here and here. They just recently had a release, which is Persona Q2, so I would definitely recommend for those of you that have a 3DS, go out and purchase that. But we also have a lot of things coming out from Atlas. It looks like a brand new Persona 5 game, The Royal, which has a release date in Japan. Unfortunately, as of yet, it does not have a release date in America, but it's probably soon to come. They have teased, for those of you that have kind of kept an eye at the new Smash Bros, just a recent release with Joker. So there is a partnership with Nintendo as well. It does look like they've showed some teasers for a game called Persona 5S, which looks to be some sort of Dynasty Warrior coming to the PS4 and that Switch. Also, they do have a re-release of the game Catherine coming out, which is extremely exciting. Potentially new characters, new plot development, and we will go from there. Also, for those of you that do pay attention to our Toy Box segment, they do have Persona Pops now as well for those. Alright guys, that's it for the arcade box. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe below. Also leave some comments. Let me know what you guys are expecting here at E3, what excites you, and we'll talk about it next time.